It's 2024, and y'all still ain't changed. Y'all still gang banging. Y'all still promoting this terrible stuff in the community to the youth, to these kids. Y'all still shooting each other over women. Y'all still shooting each other over drugs. Y'all still shooting each other out of pride because you felt like a nigga disrespected you, so you gotta kill him because your ego that hurt. Your ego is that fragile, is that small, to where you could not walk away in that moment, to where you had to go and kill bro in front of all these people. Not even in front of all these people. It don't matter where it was. Y'all do it in the daytime. Y'all do it at nighttime. Y'all do it in front of people. Y'all do it in secret. Y'all do it in front of niggas' kids. Y'all do it everywhere. Y'all disrespectful towards everybody, but swear up and down everybody doing you wrong. I ain't talking to nobody else but the black community. It's 2024, and us as a people still doing the same. Y'all ain't changed. How you changed? Tell me how you changed. I want to know how you changed. You still promoting that same lifestyle that you living to your kids, your family. You ain't got to say, hey, come do this heinous, this foul stuff with me. They see what you're doing. Your kids see what you're doing. Your family see what you're doing. I'm talking to all the gangbangers. All of the even drug dealers. Because a lot of y'all, that don't be your only option. Y'all have options and y'all have other routes y'all can take, but yet y'all choose the one because that's probably what you're most comfortable with doing because you're scared. You supposed to be a grown man. But you can't even stop promoting this type of lifestyle to your children. You supposed to be a grown man, but you too scary to go get a real job. You would rather continue to sell drugs. You would rather continue to put yourself in harm's way to sell drugs. If you're watching this and you know me, because this just crossed my mind. If you're watching this and you know me, and you are doing any of the things that I just said, don't take it personal. Because that was not my spark to make this video, but it just crossed my mind that I do have people in my family who still do things like this. And I want better for them. They deserve better for themselves. But that was not the reason that I turned on this camera right now. I did not turn it on because I was thinking about what people in my family do. I turned it on because I was thinking about the community as a whole and what we still do as a whole. And don't think you're safe just because I didn't mention what you do. You don't have to be a drug dealer You don't have to be a gangbanger. You don't have to be a killer to be bunched in this category that I'm talking about. Y'all, women that's promoting that sexually immoral lifestyle, you too. Your daughter is watching. She watches how you go from man to man. She watches how you twerk to Sexy Red. Sexy Red. Sexy Red. I can't believe who y'all make popular. No disrespect to you, Sexy Red. But all disrespect, because what you're doing is tearing down the black community. You can say, oh, you have a mind of your own, you speak for yourself. Everybody is influenced by something. They take in this music and they listen to it non-stop and they become it. So enough of the music don't affect us. Let's stop. Please, can we stop lying so you can continue to do the things that you know is wrong? These young girls out here watching Sexy Red, just to let you know. These young girls out here growing up wanting to twerk to Sexy Red. Not even just Sexy Red, just wanting to twerk in general. Ice Spice, you too. Wow, like, y'all are making people popular who tear down the black community. You're not going to tell me Sexy Red does not tear down the black community. Don't think I'm biased and that I'm just getting on the women. All of the drill rappers, y'all too. You thought that I was just talking about the women and how they talk about twerking? No. Because who started it? The women followed after. Who started it first? The man did. What did the man start? You see, the man started with talking about going on drill, spinning the block, killing niggas. That's what the man did. That's what the man started. Then the women said, these niggas don't respect us. Huh. So we gonna take our power back and put it on display for the world to see. And this is the new empowerment. We own our bodies. This is the new empowerment. I can do whatever I want with my ass. I can shake it however I like. That's the new agenda, the new empowerment that they feel entitled to because they were disrespected by these hood niggas and they weren't loved or treated with respect by these hood niggas. So now they don't treat themselves with respect. Sexy Red though, right? Self-empowerment though, right? You taking your power back, right? And claiming it for yourself and putting your sexuality on full display for the world to see. Doing what these hood niggas did to you. Disrespecting yourself. But now, instead of just for the hood to see, you disrespecting yourself for the world to see. And at the same time, you tearing down them daughters and them sons in the process. And now it's just going to be a forever cycle. Just like this. Never go in because don't nobody want to admit that the music affects us. Don't nobody want to stop listening to it. Don't nobody want to stop passively promoting it. Because yeah, you don't have to put Sexy Red on your goddamn... Let me wash my mouth. You don't have to put Sexy Red. You don't have to put Sexy Red on your Instagram story to just promote her. Anybody who's around you that knows what's on your playlist, bro, at the end of the day, you're promoting it. By any means, if you want to listen to that, okay, go ahead. But don't blast it and play that type of music around these children. And let me get off Sexy Red so y'all don't think that I'm really just focusing on y'all women. Because Chief Keef started it. I'm not even going to say that because Chief Keef ain't started. We started this way back before the 2000s even came. Y'all started making drill rap way back when. Chief Keef just made it more popular. He made it sound better. G Herbo and them made it sound better. They ain't the root cause. NWA. Whoever you want to say the root cause is. It don't matter. It all started way back when. And it's been plaguing the black community since way back when. Today, it's just ever more apparent because people are so ignorant more than they were back then. The ignorance is just, since the internet became a thing, social media became a thing, the ignorance exploded. The ignorance times 10. The ignorance times 1,000. Everything is just promoted a million times more now. So the bad lifestyle is going to be promoted a million times more now. So now you look and you see 2024, how bad the black community has gotten, and you wonder why. Look at social media. Look at all these tools that we use to make it worse, faster. Y'all continue to make worse and worse music. Sexy Red would not have been popular in the 2000s. You're not telling me that her music would have been blasted in the 2000s. You're not telling me that she would have been popular in the 90s. They would have looked at y'all like y'all retarded. They would have looked at y'all like y'all ain't got no brain. Y'all brain ain't been working for a long time. Y'all is out here really killing niggas over petty arguments. Y'all is out here really gang banging. You 30 and you still gang banging. You 30 years old and you still killing niggas over women. Over whatever it may be. You 30 years old still posting on Instagram how you will do this to that nigga. Bro, you is 35 years old still hopping on Instagram lives arguing with other niggas for female attention. For worldly attention, just to look cool, just to make the world think you're tough. Just to convince yourself that you're tough. Don't get me wrong, a lot of y'all was raised in it, but nigga, you done had so many signs telling you to stop. And you not gonna tell me you didn't. Nigga, your dead homies was the first sign telling you to stop. But you want to keep going in their name to avenge them, right? So what's gonna happen when you keep going and then you gone? Who gonna avenge you? Is it gonna be your mama that's gonna avenge you, or is she gonna be crying because you're dead, crying because you're in jail? Who gonna avenge you? I wanna know that. I want you to answer that. Who's gonna avenge you? I'm not saying take no disrespect from nobody. I understand that you have anger and frustration towards people who harmed you or harmed your sibling or your brother. Not even blood, but like your bro. I understand you got anger built up from that. Bro, go to God. That's all you need is God. Nobody else. You don't need the drugs. You don't need the alcohol. You don't need the weed. You don't need nobody else but Jesus Christ. That's what you need to do. That ain't your first time hearing that. I know it ain't. It ain't your first time hearing that. I ain't the first one to say it. I'm not the first one to say it at all. I'm just the next person you're not finna listen to. That's all. I'm just the next person you finna brush off and put to the side. Nah, I ain't gonna come to God right now. I'll wait. Let me finish doing all this and I'll come to God. I can't come to him right now. I'm too messed up. Backwards logic. You don't get fixed, then come to God. God fixes you. Give your life to him. Give your life to him today. And I mean Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. The person who shed his blood so that we all may be able to enter the kingdom of heaven. He wanted me to make this video, by the way. Because it's just too much going on that should not be going on. It's been going on. Been too much that's been going on. Y'all children are dying. Your brother's children is dying. Your uncle's children is dying. Your grandmother, your aunt, their children are dying. And what do? Continue to promote the same stuff that they're dying from. They're dying from pride, trying to look cool for everybody on social media. Then they got that pride in them. They feel hurt. So now they feel like they got to prove a point. So they go and kill somebody to prove a point. Now they're in jail. Or now they're next on the chopping block. Now they're going to lose their life because they just killed this little boy. And y'all grown man continues to promote this heinous activity. And just go about your day as if you're doing nothing wrong. As if you're doing nothing wrong. You continue to promote this stupid, low IQ activity and go about your day as if you're doing nothing wrong and you're providing for your family. How are you providing for your family? Temporarily. Ain't the goal to provide for them long term? Because you know this lifestyle is temporary, right? It's not of God. It's temporary. You do realize there has to be an end, right, to that money stream that you have from all the drugs that you're selling? There has to be an end, right? You do realize you can't do that forever. You do know that, right? You do realize that everything that you did will eventually come back on you, right? Karma is real. God is real. Everything that you did will come back on you, pal. And I'm not saying it to make you... I'm giving you a wake-up call so you can finally answer it. The phone has been ringing for 30 years now, and you still have not picked it up. Answer the phone, please. You need to stop. You have children. How are you going to be a real man? But you're killing niggas and drug dealing. How does a real man do that? Because that only ends in one or two solutions. You're either going to lose your life because somebody's going to be jealous and want what you have. Or somebody's going to feel prideful and want to take your life. Or you're going to end up in jail. Please tell me which one of those outcomes are good for your children. Are good for your family. Which one? The first and the second. Oh, exactly. Neither one. So what are you doing? Use your brain. And y'all still not gonna do it, even after hearing this. You're not gonna do it. Use your brain. Please use your brain. You still doing all of this stupid low IQ activity. And you got family that's worried about you day and night. But yet you can't put your pride to the side enough to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try things a different route. I don't want to hear that, or I already tried it a different route. I can't get this, and this. You ain't try hard enough. You didn't try hard enough. Because it's always a way. With God, there's always a way. I can tell you that right now. It don't matter what you're trying to do, what position you in. With God, there's always a way. So you really didn't try hard enough. And you know you didn't. If you think you did, you didn't try with God. Did you try with God? All right then. And I mean really, really try with God. You didn't. You did not. You didn't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be saying you did. Because you would have seen the other side by now. So that's how I know you didn't. God is going to come through every time, no matter what situation you're in. If you put your faith and your trust in him. That's all you need. So I don't want to hear, oh, the system is rigged. I can't get no job. This, and this. You should have. Well, first of all, let's go. Let's backtrack. If you would have never did all that things that you did and got all that on your record, I guess you wouldn't be in this predicament today, buddy. But unfortunately, you did do the things that you did. So guess what? You're going to have to deal with it and suck it up. And you're going to have to fight the system as hard as you can to see the other side legally. Safely. Not even just legally, safely. You have family that thinks about you every day. And yet you put off their feelings for your own selfish pride to go and continue out making quick, fast money, selling drugs, killing niggas, gangbanging, robbing niggas. Whatever you do that you know you shouldn't be doing, it all falls under the same category. Like I said, women, it wasn't going to be just about you. But I'm not done with you. I'm not done with y'all Ice Spices and Sexy Reds. I'm not done with y'all. Y'all still terrible. Promoting all this sexual immorality. I hope that's the word. I hope that I'm using it correctly, because that's what y'all are promoting. To the young women out here. Self-hate. That's all y'all are promoting, self-hate. You don't love yourself. You call that love? That can't be. That's not what love is. Love is not subjective. I don't want to hear it. It's not. That's not love. Showing your body for the world to see, that's not love. Promoting all this, my coochie, my booty hole, that's not love. That's not what's the word? That's not self-empowerment. That's not taking your power back. That's quite the opposite. But y'all your brain hasn't been working for quite some time, so you can't even comprehend why that is. Why that's not self-improvement, self-empowerment. Y'all gotta get it together. Y'all have to get it together. And this is coming from a young guy. You would think it would be old heads saying all this, right? The old heads is the ones that's still promoting it, if y'all didn't know. But no, I ain't gonna say that. It just depends on the person. It don't matter what the age is. You never know. But stereotypical, you would think a young guy like me would be into that same activity, right? No. My brain is on. It's working. Turn yours on. For the sake of your family, please. For the sake of yourself, for the sake of your black community, turn your brain on. Seek God, and you will be all right. You have nothing to worry about. It's time to come to the other side. It's time to come to the good side. It's time. Stop letting the phone ring and pick it up. I dropped my banana. Because of y'all. Pick up the phone.